Hello everyone, it's the 1st of June today, so I've just done my top-up shop and I'll be carrying on my £25 a week on a food shop for a family of two, so it's myself and my 10-year-old. And I've just been to Lidl and I picked up all this shopping for £35, well, 34.49 to be exact. However, I did pick up a body spray. So it's a hair and a body spray for £3.99. So I will deduct that £3.99 from my food shop, and that will go on to my housekeeping and toiletries budget. So that was £3.99. Smells quite nice, and I believe it is a dupe of the Sol de Janeiro that everyone's or every shop's been trying to do really. So from the 34.49 I basically bought 2 boxes of cereal, which I desperately needed because that's running out. Picked up some bananas, 3 tins of baked beans, which are a staple for us. I picked up 9 tins of these chopped tomatoes, which I always make a meal out of these. Well, it's a staple ingredient really. Don't make a meal out of it, but I use it to make a meal. I picked up these 85% cocoa dark chocolate, just because it's the healthier option, and I suffer from iron deficiency, and that's meant to be good for you. I picked up a packet of basmati rice, which I'm desperately in need of. Picked up a melon, some strawberries, which were on offer. I'm just looking at the receipt. Let's have a look. So the strawberries, I believe, were £1.49 on offer, but I'm not sure. Yeah, 1.65 minus 46 pence. So yeah, they were slightly cheaper than normal. Picked up some apples and melon, bananas. Picked up some tempura chicken, which I'll be making chicken wraps with. Picked up some tortilla wraps. Picked up some green tea. Picked up some mayonnaise, which I'm also in need of. And I picked up some beef stock cubes. And I picked up these toasting waffles, which my son has for breakfast. And that's it really for, I say, 34.49. However, I picked up a body spray, which doesn't really go in the food shop budget. So this week I've spent £30. Just show you what the food cupboard's looking at the moment. So leftovers from last month, which I won't top up this week. I've still got some couscous, popping corn to make popcorn as a snack. I got pasta. I've got 3 loads of pasta at the back there. Well, I'll say 2. I've got some big rice or ouzo. Is it ouzo? I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Italian pasta. If anyone knows how to pronounce it correctly, please let me know in the comments, because I've no idea how you pronounce it. I did pick it up on special offer. And just in the other cupboard, I've run out of rice, which I've bought. Still got a bit of flour and a bit of spaghetti as well. The tinned foods from last month, we're running a bit low on those, so I picked up more beans and tomatoes. I've still got coconut milk to make a curry, really. That's what I use it for. And then in the other cupboard, it's looking a bit empty here for all my tinned foods, but I won't be getting anything. And the snack cupboards here, I've got some crisps that I picked up last week, but I don't keep them here, otherwise my boy just goes through them really quick and doesn't eat anything else. I've got some dumpling mix and some corn flour, which I use to make gravy as well. And that's it really. That's basically the food shop for this week. So as I said, I've spent 34.49, but I will deduct £4. Should be 3.99, but I'll deduct £4 from this week's food shop. So I've gone slightly over the budget of £25. So out of that, from last month, if you've watched my video from last month, I had about £8 left over in the food shop. Because we've got 4 weeks in the month, that would be £25 plus, sorry, £25 times 4, which will give us £100. And I've just spent £30, which of course minus the £4 for the body spray. So I've got £30. Sorry, not £30. I've got £60 left. And £10. So that's £70 left for the food shop. So that will go in that envelope for the food shop. That's the food shop budget for the rest of the month. And I'll just pop that there for a minute. And then I've got the £20 to go in the housekeeping and toiletries, because I've spent the £4 on my body spray. I will post a video on the update of my housekeeping and toiletries to see if I stay in budget. If you do enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to like the video, share it with somebody that you think might enjoy, and also consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.